I think the accountability we want to see happen with this is we do want to see people actually be held criminally for what they've committed. If you stole $10 million, you'd be in jail. If I stole $10 million, I'd be in jail. So therefore, if Tim Walz is accountable for, let's just say, even $1 million of this fraud, whether he has to spend 10 days in a prison cell or however many years a judge finds him guilty for, that's what he should have to do. And same with all the other fraudsters and all the other corrupt politicians who allowed this to happen. It's time to take it serious, and this is such a pivotal moment for the current administration to really show, okay, we're holding people accountable for what they've done.
If you feel the exact same way as citizen journalist, independent media who broke this wide, massive, historic fraud in Minnesota wide open, Nick Shirley, if you agree with Nick, as I know you do, give me a huge yeah in the comments down below. Woo! This is massive, y'all. It's just absolutely massive. I have uncovered so much more than meets the eye. We've got a response from Tampon Tim, which is, I'm sure, going to come as no surprise what he says, because he's a feckless, spineless wimp. We also have, perhaps for the first time, long overdue accountability. Nick, your wish, America's wish, may come true, because guess what? Pam Bondi, Attorney General of the Department of Justice, has just dropped the hammer. I'm going to share with you exactly what she posted, but this goes back so far. You're not going to believe what I have uncovered. Sit back, relax. Your boy Nez is going to take care of everything. This is going to be a jam-packed video. Check this out. So it looks like the Minnesota Department of Human Services took down their website, apparently citing that there had been an unprecedented high volume of traffic caused by severe service disruptions, website outages. We are actively working. You can see it right now on your screen. We are actively working on this issue. This message will be removed when it is resolved. They actually took down the website. They are panicking. Tim Walz is panicking. The people at the Leering Center, they can't even spell learning right, are panicking. Every Somali grifter and fraudster is completely in a panic. Ilhan Omar, you better be panicking too, because the cuffs are coming very soon. I feel it this time, guys. I'm not just saying this. Check out what Pam said. Attorney General Pam Bondi just posted this in response to Nick Shirley's amazing investigative work. Minnesota fraud, she starts. Nick Shirley's work has helped show Americans the scale of fraud in Tim Walz's Minnesota. The Justice Department has been investigating this for months. So far, we have charged 98 individuals, 85 of the 98 of Somali descent. I'm sure the other 10 or 12 are similar in some way related, and more than 60 have been found guilty in court. We have more prosecutions coming. And then check out this badass statement. Buckle up, lawmakers. Who is she referring to when she says buckle up, lawmakers? Mentally Ilhan? Tim Walz? Who? Who is she referring to? Oh, this is brilliant. She goes on to say, gone after one of the largest COVID-19 fraud cases in Minnesota. They said they've successfully secured the conviction of Feeding Our Future scheme leader, Farah, who was sentenced to 28 years in prison. And then just last month, Pam Bondi says they sentenced another individual, another key player in the Feeding Our Future scheme, to 10 years in a federal prison. Jury bribery, autism treatment, Medicaid scheme, Medicaid fraud. The list goes on and on. It is nice to see that Pam Bondi is doing something about this. I mean, it seems like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like she's really going gung-ho. We got Kash Patel, the director of the FBI, saying we're going all in on this. There's already been groundswell of people from the HSI, from ICE, going to each Somali daycare center, asking questions. This is what America's all about. New media. Media by actual experts in the field, of the people, by the people, for the people. Actually exposing this is community. This is real American community. We're coming together. We're identifying cheaters, liars, frauds, and we're reporting it. We're documenting it. We're getting it to the right people, and the right people are doing something about it. That's what I voted 3 times for. If you did too, give me a yeah in the comments. Here's the crazy part, folks. This has been going on forever. Not only was that Leering Center investigated for like a year ago for a litany of violations and demerits and all sorts of injustices, but this Somali daycare front fraud funneling money, millions and billions of taxpayer dollars, has been going on forever. Check out this surveillance footage from 2018, 7 years ago, where they actually dropped their kids off. The surveillance camera will show dropping their kids off, pretending to put them in there, picking them up immediately, and then billing the government while the parents get a kickback, and the money goes and keeps funding this cyclical, endless, ceaseless cycle of fraud. Watch.
In order for the scheme to work, the daycare centers need to sign up low-income families that qualify for child care assistance funding. These surveillance videos are from a case prosecuted by Hennepin County. They show parents checking their kids into a center only to leave with them a few minutes later. Sometimes no children would show up. But either way, the center would bill the state for a full day of child care. This video from that same case shows a man handing out envelopes of what are believed to be kickback payments to parents who are in on the fraud.
Where was the money going?
I don't know exactly where it went.
That's a big shock. You didn't know where the money went. It's not just daycares too, folks. Somalis in Minnesota have been setting up fake medical centers, fraudulently diagnosing their children with autism to systematically steal billions of dollars through Medicaid. Medicaid autism claims in 2018 were $3 million. In 2023, they were $399 million. I mean, this is unprecedented, magnificent fraud. It is the most historical attack on our homeland we've ever seen in this internal kind of fashion. We let these Kamala let these people in here instead of contribute to society like they claim, like all the woke networks and all the woke politicians claim. They literally strip every resource imaginable and fraud you and me. We got to pay the bill in order for them to vote Democrat so these corrupt politicians can stay in power. This is pure evil. Tom Hemmer from the 6th District of Minnesota, who's the House Majority Whip, sent this letter to Governor Tim Walz demanding that he be subpoenaed and come before Congress, demanding any kind of information, data, reports, documentation, verified proof as to where this money is going, what's happening with these daycare centers, what's going on with this fraud. They need to account for every single thing. He starts the letter off with saying this is a national disgrace you've inflicted upon Minnesota. He doesn't mince words. I actually like this guy a lot. And he also mentions Nick Shirley, one man, one American who actually cares, can make a difference. That's what I want every fiber of this show to be about. It's all about serving America, the country that's given me everything. You know that, I know that. We're trying to make common sense go viral. God bless America. God bless Nick Shirley. God bless Tom Emmer. And what do you think when the God frauder himself, Tampon Tim Walz, gets actually confronted with this unequivocal, undeniable proof and truth? Well, he responded exactly how you would expect him to. Watch.
I want to hear more from members and leaders from the Somali community to say, we need to look at ourselves, we need to hold our own neighbors accountable, because look at the damage that this has done to our community. What do you want to hear more from, instead of just saying, don't blame us? Do you want to see more ownership and oversight from within this?
Look, it's not law-abiding citizens. If that were the case, there's a lot of white men should be holding a lot of white men accountable for the crimes that they have committed.
Wait. What? We just have conclusive video, photographic evidence of full-scale, massive fraud in your state, and your response is, it's the white people's fault? We need to be going after white people? Nick Shirley is a white supremacist? This is who they are, folks. This is who the Democrat Party is. It is a parasitic, cranial, neurodegenerative disease. They have no clue what's happening in reality. Their perception of reality is completely gone. TDS has consumed every liquefied molecule in their body. There's no way you can work with these people. This man deserves to be behind bars like yesterday. And I'm counting on you, Cash. I'm counting on you, Pam. I'm counting on you, Ice, Tom, everybody. I know we can do this. We need to do this. Let them know how you feel in the comments. They all watch the show, by the way. Their staff, Secretary Noam, Tom Homan, they all watch the show. Stephen Miller, let them know how you feel in the comments right now. If you needed any more proof, I've got another video that I have to share with you, okay? This is the Minnesota Department of Children Commissioner, Tiki Brown, who claims that the Quality Leering Center closed down last week, which explains why there were no children there when Nick Shirley visited. Today, however, the Quality Leering Center was packed with kids, and there was the owner's son out there with a camera telling other people who were there to try to find out what's going on to F off and leave. You can't make this stuff up. Listen to this insidious ghoul DEI hire who's so wholly unqualified, lying through her teeth. Watch.
Is there fraud going on here? No, it's a video. I just want to know. What's your response?
What's the problem?
Huh?
Get the out of here.
What's your response to the allegations? Is there fraud going on here? And is there children? That's all.
Don't harass me for here.
We are aware of a video that's being circulated that has gained local and national attention about child care centers in Minnesota. While we have questions about some of the methods that were used in the video, we do take the concerns that the video raises about fraud very seriously. Each of the facilities mentioned in the video has been visited at least once in the last 6 months as part of our typical licensing process. And in fact, our staff are out in the community today to visit each of these sites again so that we can look into the concerns that were raised in the video. So I won't go into any detail about whether or not any of these have any open investigations. I will share that our team was notified that Quality Learning Center closed just over a week ago. And I believe the details that were given at that time were around space concerns. And that's what was shared. The previous one I mentioned that had been closed some time ago was Mako.
He lies so much. You can see the oozing BS. Just the pour right through the screen. I think they actually even probably believe the lies. They try to do it so convincingly. But the proof is in the pudding. And that's what they do, the Democrats. I've said it many, many times. When a tree breathes, oxygen is released. When a human being breathes, carbon dioxide is released. When a Democrat breathes, raw sewage pollutes the atmosphere. And if you're shocked like I am, don't be, because this is what Governor Tampon Tim decided to fly in front of the governor's mansion in Minnesota. Watch this, but I give you warning, it's going to make your blood boil.
Look at the Somalian flag at the governor's mansion in Minnesota. There's cameras everywhere.
That one's not even that. Look at the one that should be down that way. Look at that one there. Look at the one that way.
Look at that flag. A disgrace.
It's just utterly perplexing what's going on here. That is the governor's mansion in the state of Minnesota, in these United States of America, and you're putting a Somali flag up there? It's more than embarrassing. It's criminal. I mean, I'm just so perplexed. What happened? The devolution, the degrading, the decay of this party in the last 30 years is something that needs to be studied for the rest of history. Like, how did this happen? Why are you guys, I mean, none of this should be partisan. None of this should have, I don't care what race, what color, what creed, what city, what state. This has nothing to do with Republican, Democrat, what have you. Fraud is fraud. Wrong is wrong. Criminal is criminal. It doesn't make an ounce of sense. And if you made it this far, I think our 48th president, yes, I'm calling it right now, he will be our 48th president, now Vice President J.D. Vance, says it best. Listen.
Been a few cases out there where the Democrats and the media say, oh, this person was just an innocent father of three, and then you find out, for example, I think this is the case that you're talking about. Back in 2019, an immigration judge looked at all the evidence, looked at all the data, and concluded that this allegedly innocent person that we sent to El Salvador was actually a member of an MS-13 gang. He had also committed some traffic violations. He had not shown up for some court dates. This is not exactly father of the year here. This is a person that we don't think should be in our country. Here's the most important point, though, Lawrence, is whatever the argument is, whatever the justification is, no one doubts, not even the crazy left-wing media criticize the idea that we could deport this person. They just took issue with the reasoning for why we deported this person. This was unquestionably an illegal alien. This was unquestionably a person who broke the laws to get into our country. This is unquestionably a person an immigration judge had found had zero right to be in the United States of America. We do not ask permission from far left Democrats before we deport illegal immigrants. We do the American people's business. And again, for the American people who are watching, this is such a weird, mistaken placement of priorities. We need to make our country stronger. We need to create jobs. We need to make our streets safer. What is it about congressional Democrats that get more angry at deporting violent gang members than they do at the victims of those violent gang members? I don't even understand where they're coming from. They've gone off the deep end, and they got to come back to reality.
100%, Mr. Vice President. If you think this is only relegated to Minnesota, think again. There's already reports in Ohio. There's Somali activity. I may do another follow-up video talking about that. I'm sure California, my home state, is 100x worse. My friends, we have a midterm coming up. All the poly-market betting odds are saying that we're going to lose the House in 2026. If that happens, not only will it stifle and obstruct all the progress that this America First administration is trying to execute, but it will send the dangerous message that you don't need to win on policy. You don't need to win on achievements. You don't need to win on track record. You can actually win on sowing division, sowing hate, and spreading lies and propaganda. That is a very dangerous message. It will just embolden these hypocrites even more, which is why I want you to tap that thumbs up. Our mission here is to make common sense go viral. Share this video with everybody and let Pam Bondi, Cash, Secretary Noem, and everybody else know, because they watch this show, what you want to happen down below. Thank you so much. Don't forget to check out these videos right here. I just posted this recently. Watch that one next. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It's absolutely free. Doesn't cost you a thing. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.